Namaste and welcome Aries and Aries Risings to the new Soul Horoscope Superscope. My name is Christopher Witecki. I'm a modern mystic and I call myself the Sensei to Serious Joy. That's because I believe that serious joy is just 11 steps away. We're all natural born at one of the steps, and when you're an Aries or an Aries Rising, you're a natural born step 9. Step 9 is the step where we take action and go for what we want. And so most Aries and Aries Risings think that's all the time. But the truth is, if you're not acting on step 9, you're acting on one of the other 11 steps. And this last month, we're just wrapping up your work with step 4. And step 4 is your place in society. So as you start off this week, you're going to wrap up your lessons of where you belong in the world. This is context consciousness, this is friendship issues, this is reputation, title, business, how, if you get a promotion, all these things, how you put yourself out in the world, how you're aggressive in the world. That's what you want to hold faith on and stay on your agenda all week long. So this is the part of you also that may want to innovate, change the world, etc., etc. So holding space on that Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and that's step 4 work if you want to know. The 4th step is where things belong. Then we're going to move into inner faith, and this is a difficult one. This is step 7, and so we'll be moving into your personal fears, facing karma, facing issues of spirit. Now, karma is basically memory in your subconscious. And when you remember something from a past life in your subconscious, you tend to act out. We tend to act down on it as humans until we become aware of what it is that's bugging us on the subconscious. So you'll be exploring the subconscious kind of booby traps and boogeymen this particular week. And let's talk about that. Now, the truth is that the boogeyman can be triggered by all sorts of things. I mean, we're always working on many parts of our life. In your particular case, you're working on many parts of your life. The Aries and Aries Risings are changing their character and strength. They're moving into new long-term partnerships and new long-term strategic alignments. They are innovating and expanding their home base so they feel more secure and they feel more emotionally nested. And then lastly, you're having to really define yourself by one boundary after another. So every time you're strong for yourself, you change your lines to the world. Every time you relax yourself, you change your lines to the world. So these are all the areas that Aries and Aries Risings, or step 9s, are breathing in and breathing out, so to speak. Now, that said, the test of faith, the boogeyman, the fears this week, they could come up out of any of these areas. You could be spooked out with career, spooked out with social reputation, what we just wrapped up, spooked out with long-term relationships, spooked out with personal boundaries, spooked out at home and family, all the areas. And what does it come down to? The fact that you're spooked out, not what it's about. Why are you spooked? Where is that connection to your deepest self that tells you, hey, it's you, you're going to be okay? Where is that voice? And sure, that voice is there when you're about to win a gold medal. I'm sure that voice is there when you're about to go save someone in distress, because step 9s love to be the hero of someone else and love to go rescue someone else. But where is that quiet voice that's going to tell you everything's going to be okay when it's just you at the market or just you alone home in bed? That's the question of the week. And if you're in the GA Venus network, your gameplay this week is going to be focused on discovering where the boogeyman is and figuring out why it comes up and when it comes up. Now for the 9 VQs, which is the Venus quotient, remember last week I talked about this, where your Venus is in your birth chart tells us how you like to love, give and receive love. And so the 9 VQs and also the Aries are working on love when it comes to career. Every decision you make now for your career must include love in it. It must include that you're receiving love at work, that you're receiving love by contract, that you'll receive and love what you do. And so where your love story is in the contracts you sign and the decisions you make. So the 9 VQs need to hold back and not act right now. The Aries and Aries Risings need to hold back and not necessarily act right now. And instead, ask your heart, hey, does this decision include my inner child's welfare, my well-being? Does this decision include my serious joy? Is this a decision that steps into serious joy and love or not? So that's where the love story is for the 9 VQs. the Aries and the Aries Risings. Now, if you want to know what your VQ is, you can come down to gavenus.me. That's a social network on Facebook for ladies. And if you come down, we'll help you with your VQ. And if it's not a 9 VQ, you can watch the other horoscope it corresponds to. So this is a way of being a super scope to everybody. And I want to invite everyone down to soulmart.me, where you can sign up for GA Venus, the text message business, or check out my Megascope, where I go into what Pisces will mean for you and the whole month and how the whole month wraps up. That's a downloadable video at soulmart.me. And if you ladies would like, I am now offering GA Venus to new subscribers. This is where I take your date of birth and I digest it into a system and I watch over your growth. So this week on GA Venus, we're going to be doing playbooks for figuring out where the boogeyman is and where and how to get it out. That's what we're going to work on for the 9 VQs, and we're going to work on that for the Aries. So if you want to join us, the first week is free, and then it's $19.95 a month thereafter for me, light coaching in the moment. All right, that's all I have for the week. Thank you so much for your patience. I know Aries don't want to have it, and the Aries Risings, and I will see you in 7 days. Hey, hang in there, all right, with the test of faith. Don't forget. I'll see you in 7. Until then, live, love, be.